listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
With Shawnee State head coach Dwayne Burrows as the Bears entertain St. Mary of the Woods. Coach, tough week last week. You know, you faced the two division leaders, Rio and Brescia, sandwiched in that, the loss of a starter. Talk about that. Was it kind of a tough week for your squad?
Well, we're down two starters. You're down Lauren and you're down Naya, you know. Well, both were season-ending injuries. So we had three kids this year with season-ending injuries and who were all starters at one point in time in the season. So that's hurtful. And like I was talking earlier, we have yet to play a game where I've had not one game where I've had a complete roster ready that's 100%. So it's been tough, but I commend my kids because they've battled through every single night. Yeah. And we got 18 or 19 wins, whatever it is at this point. So we're just trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out.
I was going to lead off with that, Coach. We just rehashed a little bit. We started the season. You had optimism, a lot of optimism, understandable, right? Because you had the most depth you ever had. You had the most talent you ever had. Things were pointing in the right direction. You start the season down two, right? You know, not
down three, technically.
Didn't have
down four. We were down four starting the season.
Yeah. 2-4 was it? No, I'm sorry. Then you lose Skylar, right? Then Lauren again, and that. I mean, it's just been. The curves have been thrown at you. It's been testing this young team, hasn't it?
It has been. And you know, like I said, we're down forward, and then Savannah goes out. Lauren goes out for a second time. It's been a very tough year. Like I said, this is the most talent I've had since I've been here at Shawnee.
Hands down.
So, you know, 1 through 15, 16 people who can really come in and help us win basketball games. It's just a matter of you when you drop Lauren or someone like that and Naya, they both are returners from last year. So you lose their leadership. Right. More than anything else in their experience. So, and you need that going down the stretch. So, it's been a tough year, but you know, I can't. They've been very resilient, and they keep grinding each and every day. They come in every day. They want to work out. They want to get better. So they understand what's at stake and where we are in our season right now.
Going that way, Coach, and I know you stay even keel on each of the games, but looking back, Tuesday was a really big game in your season as we look at it, where your record-wise coming off of those two losses, you really needed to have that because record-wise, you were starting to bunch up with some of those teams right in the middle. You needed that from a confidence builder, right? And you got it. I mean, you started a little bit with a slow start, but if I look at it at the results, you're down 2 at the half, but then second half, and I just looking at some individuals Tuesday night. Rakaya, my goodness, right? 21, right? Yoshi 21, Kyla a double 18, 16, Lakin 15. I mean, you got some people stepping up that had to step up.
Yeah, and they all didn't. Just figure Rakaya's a freshman.
Yeah, right.
You know, like I said earlier in the year, my freshmen this year, they have enough playing time with, especially Rakaya, where she's basically a sophomore, I believe, and she's playing with a lot of confidence right now. A lot of confidence. And Miyoshi started slow the other night, but she turned it on, and Lakin's just been steady. Lakin's been steady every single night.
He has.
And so has and Kyle had a fantastic night the other night with 18 and 16. That's a pretty good night. And I'll take those numbers from those guys any night. If we can get those numbers every single night consistently, I think we'll be in a good place. We just got to figure it out on the defensive end of the floor. We're giving up way too many points.
Sure. One of the things we talked about, coaches, the last couple of weeks, we weren't as far along in the season as you thought you'd be. But have you reevaluated that any because of given the injuries? Are you really, given the injuries, could you realistically been further along than you are right now?
Without the injuries, we would be a lot further along than we are.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
You know, with the injuries, it makes a difference because you have to slow walk it a little bit because you got a bunch of younger kids that are getting big minutes now. So, and they're starting to, they get it. They get it. And they, like I said, they come in and they want to work out every day. Even on their off days, they want to get in the gym and work out. So they get where we are and where we're trying to go. They're really starting to understand it. I think early on, they didn't understand who we were. You know, we didn't have an identity. No, they didn't understand their history behind Shawnee State women's basketball and where Shawnee State women's basketball has been in the past and where we're trying to get it to in the future. And I'm not saying we're having a bad season. We're on the verge of getting 20 wins.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a pretty good year.
That's not, a lot of coaches will take that, coach.
Exactly. So but they understand where we want to be, and where we're trying the goal that we have. So the season's far from over. We got 3 games left. Hopefully we get a good spot in the tournament and we make a run at everything in the tournament. That's when it all starts. We got to win these next 3, which are going to be tough basketball games each night, but we got to stay focused on what we need to do, the task at hand for us.
Well, hopefully, especially that effort Tuesday night, some confidence in these young players. You can do it coming off of those 2 losses.
Yeah, they're very strong and resilient kids. So they get where we are. We had a good practice yesterday. So hopefully today we come out and play well again.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, good luck in St. Mary of the Woods. We look forward to talking to you after the game.
All righty, thank you.
And we'll be back with the starting lineups of today's game after this timeout.
You're listening to the
women's basketball team at the NAIA National Tournament 2025. This was their first time traveling on the night. It was such an incredible experience. When asked what a part of the church meant to her, Alexis said, I've always had a support system of people who care for me or will help me with it. It's been working hard, seeing myself and my teammates grow as a result. Being on this team has been long hours and late nights, and I've grown into a more confident teammate and a better person as a result. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Hart. Next is Reagan Hoffenstein. Reagan's favorite memory as a member of the cheer team was cheering against rival. The rivalry brought out so much excitement and intensity that those games always meant more to me because I got to experience them alongside our teammates. Whether we were cheering at home or traveling together, the energy, fun, and support we shared made those memories unforgettable. When asked what being part of the cheer team meant to her, Reagan said, being part of the Shawnee State cheer team has meant growth, support, and lifelong memories. It allowed me to continue doing something I love while being surrounded by teammates who became my family. Representing Shawnee State and supporting our teams alongside them is something I will always be proud of. All's up, brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan Hoffenstein. Next is Elena Peaksall. Elena is the escort by the chance. It's the Peaksall. Elena's favorite memory as a member of the cheer team was traveling to the women's basketball tournament and decorating their hotel room doors. When asked what being a part of the cheer team meant to her, Elena said, being a part of the cheer team has allowed me to gain lifelong friendships with the best teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Peaksall. Next is Serena Grant Foster. Serena is the next one of their parents, Kristen and Grant Foster, their granddaughter Rob, their brothers Garrison, Grayson, and Charles. Serenia's favorite memory as a member of the cheer team is the friendships she's made along the way. When asked what being a part of the cheer team meant to her, Serena said, it's been a lot of dedication, growth, pride, and spirit. Kennedy and Boston. And now for our women's basketball players. First, number 2, Emily Tanner. The preseason of Shawnee State, Emily has averaged 5.5 points per game and earned third team All States Conference honors last season. Emily's favorite memory as a member of the women's basketball team was the night that she almost broke a single game 3-point record versus IU Columbus last year, or last year when they punched their ticket to the national tournament with the game for regular season champions. When asked what being a part of the women's basketball team meant to her, Emily said, "Being a part of this team has meant the world to me. The seasons, or the lessons I've learned, the relationships I've built, and the experience I've been blessed to have along the way are ones I'll never forget. I'm so grateful to Coach Burroughs for giving me this amazing opportunity and allowing me to be a major part of this team these past 3 years. Playing at Shawnee State fulfilled a dream I had as a little girl, and I will forever feel blessed to be here and represent this school." Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Tanner. Next, number 3, Yoshi Ellis. And for 2 seasons at Shawnee State, Yoshi has averaged 1.2 points per game, including a team high 15 points per game this season. This season alone, Yoshi has been named River State's Conference Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week, as well as NAIA National Offensive Player of the Week. She also earned first team All-River State's Conference last season. Yoshi's favorite memory as a member of the women's basketball team was going to Florida for 2 away games and watching the team for a week while living in the same house. When asked what being a part of the women's basketball team meant to her, Yoshi said, "Being on the team has taught me nothing is given and everything is earned." Ladies and gentlemen, Yoshi Ellis. And last but not least, number 15, Lauren Hawthorne. In 2 seasons at Shawnee State, Lauren averaged 6.8 points and 4 rebounds per game. Lauren's favorite memory as a member of the women's basketball team was her Florida trip before the season. When asked what being a part of the women's basketball team meant to her, Lauren said, "It wasn't always easy, but it pushed me to grow, stay disciplined, and become stronger as a person." The experience really shaped me and helped me learn a lot about myself. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Hawthorne.
redhead voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
With Shawnee State head coach Dwayne Burrows as the Bears entertain St. Mary of the Woods. Coach, tough week last week. You know, you faced the two division leaders, Rio and Brescia, sandwiched in that, the loss of a starter. Talk about that. Was it kind of a tough week for your squad?
Yeah, well, we're down two starters. You're down Lauren and you're down Naya, you know. Well, both with season-ending injuries. So we had three kids this year with season-ending injuries, and we were all starters at one point in time of the season. So that's hurtful. And like I was talking earlier, we have yet to play a game where I've had not one game where I've had a complete roster ready that's 100%. So it's been tough, but I commend my kids because they've battled through every single night.
Yeah.
And some kind of we got 18 or 19 wins, whatever it is at this point. So we're just trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out.
I was going to lead off with that, Coach. We just rehashed a little bit. We started the season. You had optimism, a lot of optimism, understandable, right? Because you had the most depth you ever had. You had the most talent you ever had. Things were pointing in the right direction. You start the season down, down two, right? You know, not
Down three, technically.
Didn't have
Down
Jariah.
four. We were down four starting the season.
Yeah. 2-4 was it? No, I'm sorry. I'm trying, then you lose Skylar, right? Then Lauren again, and that, I mean, it's just been the curves have been thrown at you. It's been testing this young team, hasn't it?
It has been, and you know, like I said, we're down forward, and then Savannah goes out. Lauren goes out for a second time. It's been a very tough year. Like I said, this is the most talent I've had since I've been here at Shawnee.
Hands down.
So you know, 1 through 15, 16 people who can really come in and help us win basketball games. It's just a matter of you when you drop Lauren or someone like that and Naya, they both are returners from last year, so you lose their leadership.
Right.
More than anything else in their experience. So, and you need that going down the stretch. So, it's been a tough year, but you know, I can't. They've been very resilient, and they keep grinding each and every day. They come in every day. They want to work out. They want to get better. So they understand what's at stake and where we are in our season right now.
Going that way, Coach, and I know you stay even keel on each of the games, but looking back, Tuesday was a really big game in your season as we look at it, where your record-wise, coming off of that, those two losses, you really needed to have that because record-wise, you were starting to bunch up with some of those teams right in the middle. You needed that from a confidence builder, right? And you got it. I mean, you started a little bit with a slow start, but if I look at it at the results, you're down 2 at the half, but then second half, and I just looking at some individuals Tuesday night. Rakaya, my goodness, right? 21, right? Yoshi 21, Kyla a double, 18, 16, Lakin 15. I mean, you got some people stepping up that had to step up.
Yeah, and they all didn't. Just figure Rakaya's a freshman.
Yeah, right.
You know, like I said earlier in the year, my freshmen this year, they have enough playing time, with especially Rakaya, where she's basically a sophomore, I believe, and she's playing with a lot of confidence right now. A lot of confidence. And Miyoshi started slow the other night, but she turned it on, and Lakin's just been steady. Lakin's been steady every single night.
It has.
And so has and Kyla had a fantastic night the other night with 18 and 16. That's a pretty good night. And I'll take those numbers from those guys any night. If we can get those numbers every single night consistently, I think we'll be in a good place. We just got to figure it out on the defensive end of the floor. We're giving up way too many points.
Sure. One of the things we talked about, coaches, the last couple of weeks, we weren't as far along in the season as you thought you'd be. But have you reevaluated that any because of given the injuries? Are you really, given the injuries, could you realistically been further along than you are right now?
Without the injuries, we would be a lot further along than we are.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
You know, with the injuries, it makes a difference because you have to slow walk it a little bit because you got a bunch of younger kids that are getting big minutes now. So, and they're starting to, they get it. They get it. And they, like I said, they come in, they want to work out every day. Even on their off days, they want to get in the gym and work out. So they get where we are and where we're trying to go. They're really starting to understand it. I think early on, they didn't understand who we were. You know, we didn't have an identity. You know, they didn't understand their history behind Shawnee State women's basketball and where Shawnee State women's basketball has been in the past and where we're trying to get it to in the future. And I'm not saying we're having a bad season. We're on the verge of getting 20 wins.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a pretty good year.
That's not, a lot of coaches will take that, Coach.
Exactly. So but they understand where we want to be, and where we're trying to the goal that we have. So the season's far from over. We got 3 games left. We got hopefully we get a good spot in the tournament and we make a run at everything in the tournament. That's when it all starts. We got to win these next 3, which are going to be tough basketball games each night, but we got to stay focused on what we need to do, the task at hand for us.
Well, hopefully, especially that effort Tuesday night, some confidence in these young players. You can do it coming off of those 2 losses.
Yeah, they're very strong and resilient kids. So they get where we are. We had a good practice yesterday. So hopefully today we come out and play well again.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, good luck in St. Mary of the Woods. We look forward to talking to you after the game.
All righty, thank you.
And we'll be back with the starting lineups of today's game after this timeout.
You're listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Waller Gymnasium on the campus of Shawnee State University, Portsmouth, Ohio, for this afternoon's River States Conference women's basketball matchup between the Pomeroys of St. Mary of the Woods College and your Bears of Shawnee State University. Anna Brown on my left. Anna.
Hi, everyone.
We had some senior day activities, and if you were tuning 11:30 or 12:30, you got to hear the pregame again. So and I got to hear it twice now. But we are going to pause now for the national anthem before we give you our starting lineups. And let's give you those starting lineups for today's game. The next to last home game of the regular season for Shawnee State. I'm sorry, Ann, I don't want to depress you about that. Ann is a senior graduating in a couple months, and I don't want to depress you. But
yeah, y'all didn't see the look I just gave Doc.
Yeah, it's all good. By the way, we met the Ellis family and the seniors.
They're phenomenal.
They are wonderful people. If you happen to be listening, sometimes they listen to the broadcast while we got it. If they're listening to the Ellis family, man, awesome people. Doesn't look like they are today, but just great people. All the way from New York. It must feel like a world away to them from New York to here, but glad they tune in and very appreciative, so we love to hear them. All right, let's go to the starting lineups for today's game. Pomeroys of St. Mary of the Woods had a rough season. We'll go to the record in a minute. They will start number 4, Talissa Moody. She's a 5'7" junior guard from Brook Park, Ohio, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds a game. Number 10, Nadia Figures, 5'8" freshman guard from Indianapolis, averaging 3 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. Number 20, Eleni Stone, 5'3" sophomore guard from Jasonville, Indiana, averaging just under 5 points and 3 rebounds a game. Number 23, Samara Douglas, is a 5'10" senior forward from Indianapolis. She averages 6 points and just about 6 rebounds a game. And number 32, Haley Polston, is a 6'1" senior forward from Martinsville, Indiana. She averages 5 points and 4 rebounds a game. Pomeroy is coached by Tapri Young, assisted by Riley Dowers and Abby Worley. Bears will counter this way. They will start number 1, Lakin Williams, a 5'4" sophomore guard from Williamson, West Virginia, averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds a game. Number 2, Emily Maynard, 5'11" junior out of Greenup, Kentucky, just about 5 points and 3 rebounds a game. Number 3, Miyoshi Ellis, 5'5" senior guard out of Harlem, New York. She averages 15 points and 4 rebounds a game. Number 20, Rakaya Prince, 5'5" freshman from Cincinnati, averaging 4.5 points and a rebound a game. And finally, number 25, Kyla Torek, the 5'9" junior forward from Pell City, Alabama, averaging 8.5 points, 6 rebounds a game. Bears coached by Dwayne Burrows.
And we want to give a little shout out to the seniors that were recognized today.
Absolutely.
So we had Emily Maynard. Although she's listed as a junior, this is her senior season. So thank you to everything that you've done, Emily. Yoshi Ellis, she's a senior. She's been here the last 2 seasons. So much fun to watch. And then Lauren Hawthorne.
And Lauren would have started today, obviously, but for a season-ending concussion she suffered at the end of January that knocked her out for the rest of the season, which is really a shame to have end like that. Because started the year on the DL, came in like in November, came in, was there, got through January, and then suffered that concussion against, I think it was IU Southeast. And hasn't played since, and that's just devastating.
So unfortunate because Lauren brings so much to the
really
table.
did.
She is such a leader on and off this court, and that just is reflected in everything that she does. So we miss you, Lauren. Wishing you the best in your recovery.
St. Mary of the Woods having I talked to Coach Burrows about it, kind of having a rough season, folks. They've not won a game. They're 0-24, 0-13 in the River State. Shawnee comes in at 18-7, 9-4, and the tip is won by Shawnee State, Emily Maynard. This is Miyoshi Ellis underway from the cave. Ellis. On the wing to Rakaya Prince. Lakin Williams. Emily from the wing for 3. No, hits the side, but there's Miyoshi Ellis underneath, and she can't make it go. That's unusual. This is Douglas working against Rakaya Prince. Moody, and it gets tipped away by Kyla Torek. Miyoshi Ellis looks for somewhere to go. Stops up. Lakin Williams. Torek at the elbow. No, that's off. But there was Emily who couldn't corral it. It goes out of bounds and back to the Pomeroys.
You know, all 3 of the shots that Shawnee has taken have been really good looks. They're just all 3 really uncharacteristic misses.
Sure.
Beautiful steal.
Telegraph pass, and Miyoshi Ellis with the steal and the lay-in, and the Bears are on the board first. 2-0 Shawnee State. Three-point shot, long, and boom! Wow, by Celissa Moody.
We have our first lead change of the day.
There you go. Pomeroy's up 3-2. Ellis to Lakin Williams. Emily Maynard on the wing. Back to Miyoshi Ellis. On the drive, Miyoshi Ellis kicks it in down to Torek, and that should be money, yeah, and it is 4-3 Shawnee State.
And that was an excellent example of Yoshi's court awareness. She saw the lane, attacked the lane, and then Kyla Torek read the gap, drove down. Yoshi knew where she was, hit her perfectly.
Double team, she's able to get out of it. Douglas. This is Douglas. Skip pass over to Stone.
6 on the shot clock.
Poston in the corner, goes out of bounds with 5 on the shot clock. Bears against IU East on Tuesday night, Anna. Rakaya Prince had 21, 6 threes. Yoshi 21. Kyla had a double-double, 18 points, 16
rebounds.
Yep. Lakin 15 points. Long shot, no good, and that's off the Pomeroy. It should be DeShawnee, and it does. As it went off of Samara Douglas.
Really good defensive stand for the Bears right there. I know Coach Burrows prides himself on their defense, and that's what we expect to see from the Bears.
Lakin Williams all the way. Bounce pass to Torek. Corrals it. From the wing, Rakaya Prince. No, off the back of the rim, and then rebound by Lakin Williams. Rakaya Prince on the drive. Kicks it to Torek at the foul line. Jumper, no. Almost rebound by Emily, and it's taken away by Haley Polston. This is Stone. Working against Rakaya Prince. Working hard against Rakaya Prince. From the wing. And yes, a three-pointer by Moody again. With 2 shots, Pomeroy's up by 2.
She's 100% from behind the arc. She's 2 of 2.
Go. Ellis. Emily Maynard. Left wing, Rakaya Prince. Lakin Williams in the left corner. Brings it back out front. Lakin. 9 on the shot clock. Kick out to Emily Maynard from the right wing for 3. Yes! 7-6 Shawnee.
It's good to see Emily knock one
And
of those
there's
down.
Bob going to go out of bounds and back to unforced turnover as it went on a low pass, went through Samara Douglas and out of bounds and back to Shawnee State. She mentioned Pomeroy, we mentioned this, but if you look at the stats, they average 24 turnovers a game. That's ouch. That was an unforced error right there. Emily Maynard. Torek on the drive, kicks it out. Prince, Lakin Williams. Lakin Williams on the drive. Down low to Torek. She's going to have an easy one there. And can't, wow, uncharacteristic mix from Kyla Torek.
And that's actually the 3rd time the Bears have attempted that drive on the right side with Torek down low.
And there's going to be a first foul of the game. It's going to be on Rakaya Prince. Her first, team first. There's been some uncharacteristic missed shots. So Kyla.
They've been great looks, too. Kyla is usually automatic.
Yeah, she's money from inside. I'd say 12, 15 feet in. She's usually automatic.
OJ calls her the mid-range merchant.
There you go. Moody. Douglas Stone. Moody for 3 again. Not this time. Yoshi Ellis with the rebound. Yoshi. Spinning, kicks it out to Rakaya Prince. She'll spot up for 3. Yes! Rakaya Prince. Pick up where she left off. 6 threes, we mentioned Tuesday against Indiana East. 21 points overall. Cross court, this is Moody. Down low, they get the good pass. Yes! Foul on the play. It's going to be Yoshi Ellis.
Great transition from
was.
Pomeroy.
It was good passing.
That's the kind of transition that you run in practice, honestly.
Abigail Parker checking in. Maybe that's why she didn't start. She's wearing a face mask. She's second leading scorer on the team. Leading scorer on the team. Averages 11 points a game. Nadia Figures and missed badly on the free throw. Figures will have one more coming. Second shot, also no good. Off back of the rim, Torek with the rebound. It's Lakin Williams on the right side. Lakin, all the way drive, reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Pomeroy's.
Been quite a few missed layups on the Shawnee end.
Douglas on the drive all the way in, off glass, no good. Rebound, Yoshi. It's a track meet. Yoshi spins in lane and right-handed up.
Listen, Doc, if it is a track meet and Yoshi is involved, that girl's winning every time.
Yeah, she got that right-handed one-hander. 12-6 Shawnee. Tipped out of bounds. Rakaya Prince tipped it, and then it tipped just enough that Abigail Parker couldn't corral it. It goes off of her, out of bounds. And immediate timeout, 4:55 to go first quarter, and Shawnee State up 12-6, and we'll have the ball as we come out of the timeout.
I know there have been quite a few missed layups on Shawnee's end, but they are still shooting the ball a little bit better than the Pomeroys. Shawnee State is shooting 41.7%, 5 of 12 from the field. Pomeroys are 40%, 2 of 5. So even with all those missed shots, their shooting percentage is still a little bit higher right now. Hey, Doc, we can give a shout out to our cheerleaders.
We can.
It is senior day for them as well.
We can. Do you remember who all the seniors are?
I know it's Reagan.
Okay.
I don't remember the other ones.
Let's just give out to all of them. Let's give equal love. Adrienne Kieran, Adrienne Whitley, Alexis Hart, Bella Detwiller, Courtney Sheehan, Ebony Mitchell, Elena Kingsolver, Kylie McIntyre, Lauren Grooms, Megan Gothard, Reagan Helfenstein, Sam Harris, Serenity Van Fossen, and Cheyenne Jackson, who've been doing a great job all season long. Give them the senior love they deserve. There we go. I was looking for my sheet with the standings here. So this East Division game. Otherwise, around the conference today, Kokomo is at Rio Grande today. IU Southeast at IU East. IU Columbus is at Midway. Brescia is at West Virginia Tech. And Oakland City is at Kentucky Christian. Back underway. Yoshi Ellis. Lakin Williams into Torek. Gets stolen away. Pass into traffic. Coach Burrow's a little shaking the head a little bit. Douglas. Douglas looking for somewhere to go. She found Polston. Polston looking for Moody. Polston guarded tight. There's Douglas. Douglas down low. Figures off glass. No good. Rebound Emily Maynard. Off to Miyoshi Ellis. Ellis all the way in. Boy, she just blows it. Misses the layup. Boy, she blew past everybody. And just missed the bunny.
She's going to win the track meet, Doc. I'm telling you.
She is going to win.
She's going to get there first.
Quick as heck.
And she's even faster in person. Whatever you're seeing on the broadcast, I promise she is quicker in person.
Douglas to Moody for three. No, she's human. And that's going to be off of Kyla Torek, I think. It will stay with the Pomeroys. It is off Torek, and Jariah Steele checks in, taking Yoshi Ellis to the bench. By Parker. Gasoma in the game. Douglas on the drive all the way off glass. No, can't get it to go. And rebound Pomeroys. Thrown up, and someone gets the rebound again. Ball on the floor. It's going to be held ball, and that's going to stay with the Pomeroys on the held ball. Sub in Aubrey Irvin checking in for Samara Douglas for the Pomeroys. Pomeroys inbound with 13 on the shot clock. Parker looking for someone. Finds Irvin. Soma underneath, can't get it. And there's Torek with the rebound. Emily Maynard comes out with it. This is Lakin Williams. Lakin kicks it out to Rakaya Prince, who wasn't looking for the pass, and it goes out of bounds and a turnover.
That's going to be the second turnover for the Bears today. Pomeroy's only with 3.
Lakin Williams on the pass, getting an earful from Coach Burrows off as she comes off the floor. And Jaden Tucker in. There's not sharp here in the early going. Not sharp. No. And there's a collision off the pick. No, nothing called. It's Moody. Suma. Down low and is blocked by Torek and taken away by Jariah Steele. Steele off to Rakaya Prince. Cuts inside. Prince, no, with the rebound. There's Torek underneath, and she's going to get fouled on the way up, I believe. That'll be the first foul of the game on the Pomeroys. Nadia Figures.
With the way this is being called, I doubt anyone is going to get into foul trouble anytime soon.
Jayla Campbell checking in for the Pomeroys in place of Figures. Yeah, we're 7 minutes plus into the first quarter. Only 3 fouls been called.
And I'm going to say, I think there's been a lot missed on both teams.
I agree.
There's been a few times where Shawnee got away with some things, and there's been quite a few times where the Pomeroys have gotten away.
First free throw by Kyla Torek is good. 13-6 Shawnee. TK Catching set to check in for Shawnee State at the break. Torek, second free throw also true. She's going to go in for Emily Maynard.
But with the low foul count as a player, you have to adjust to that and recognize when driving in, you can't really necessarily bank on getting called for the foul. Certainly. You have to go for the make every single time, and if the foul comes, great.
Stone, long range shot. No, it's no good. It's Jariah Steele to Jaden Tucker. Tucker. TK Catching's down low, off glass. Yes, muscles it up. Boy, TK has gotten better as she got along. She gets better every game.
She's been so fun to watch.
16-6 Shawnee, coming up on 2:15 in the quarter. TK gets the deflection. There's Jaden Tucker. Tucker to Prince, who's going to get fouled going up, and she will go to the line on the second foul. It's going to be on Aubrey Irvin, I believe. It is. First foul on Irvin, second on the Pomeroys in the quarter. And Rakaya Prince will go to the line for a pair. 16-6 Bears. 2:07 to play first quarter. And off the back of the rim is no good by Rakaya Prince. Rakaya just a 62% free throw shooter on the year. Number 2. Splash. 17-6 Bears. To Parker. It's Abigail Parker. Up to Stone, and it gets taken away. Jaden Tucker. Dry steal down low for the lay-in. 19-6 Shawnee.
That was the perfect amount of lead on that pass.
It was.
That's how you trust your teammates. That's how you be unselfish.
And that was thrown out of bounds across. And I got to say this, and I don't mean this in any way. A lot of unforced turnovers by the Pomeroys. They're self-inflicted.
I agree. That is turnover number 6.
I mean, the Bears do play tough defense, but some of those, that last pass was just over across court and over the head of the recipient. It just wasn't a defensive caused turnover. Torek down low to TK, muscles up and gets blocked, and they're going to call a foul on TK. She missed the bunny, tried to go for the rebound and committed the foul on the push. So back to the Pomeroys. 19-6 Bears, 1:15 to play in the period. From the corner, Irvin airballs this steal with the rebound, loses the handle on it, goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Pomeroys. I do want to give a shout out to our third member of our team not with us today, OJ. OJ said he's going to be listening. OJ Curry.
Hey, OJ. We miss you.
He's off today, out today. But I know he said he's going to tune in. And Torek with the steal. Jaden Tucker up ahead to Jariah Steele. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Jariah Steele. Coach Burrow's not pleased with the call. He's just telling Jariah he thought it was a bad call.
I would have liked to get a look at the defender on the replay to make my decision.
Parker. Under 45 seconds to play in the period. 19 on the shot clock. From the wing. No good on the shot by Campbell. This is Tucker. Tucker out to Rakaya Prince from the elbow and doesn't get the roll, and rebound to the Pomeroys out of bounds. Officials looking at each other are going to give it back to the Pomeroys. I don't think either official really knew what to call, and they just pointed in the way of St. Mary's of the Woods. And there's Yoshi Ellis going to check in for Rakaya Prince. 24.8 to go in the period. Irvin off to Parker. Parker on the drive, kicks it back out to Irvin. 4 seconds to go. And blocked by Jariah Steele, and they won't get a shot off. And a good defensive stand on that last possession of the quarter. Shawnee leads it after 19-6.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and give some first quarter stats. Shawnee State is leading the Pomeroys 19-6. St. Mary of the Woods is shooting 14.3% from the floor. 13.3% from the floor, 2 of 15 from 3, 28.6%, 2 of 7, and 0%, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. The Bears are shooting 43.8% from the floor, 7 of 16 from 3, 50%, 2 of 4, and from the free throw line, 75%, 3 of 4. The Bears have turned the ball over 3 times. The Pomeroys do not have any points off of those turnovers, but have turned the ball over 7 times themselves. Shawnee State has scored 5 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding St. Mary of the Woods 11-6. The Bears with 5 assists, the Pomeroys with 2. The Bears with 2 blocks. and 5 steals. The Pomeroys with 2 steals and some leading scorers. First for the visiting St. Mary of the Woods Pomeroys. Moody's got 6 points, all of their points. She had a couple threes. And then for Shawnee State, Yoshi, Rakaya Prince, Kyla Torek, all with 4 points. Emily Maynard with 3 points. TK Catchings and Jariah Steele with 2 points.
Should mention, in addition to our normal elevator music at halftime, stay tuned. I have a recorded interview. Big announcement coming out of Shawnee State Athletics this week, Anna. On Wednesday, it was announced that Bears have been accepted for admission to the NCAA Division II and the Mountain East Conference. So this is the last year in the River States. Bears going NCAA starting next season. I sat down or had a Zoom interview on Wednesday with Athletic Director Gerald Cadogan, so we'll play that at halftime before we get to so minimize the elevator music for you, but it's exciting times for Shawnee State Athletics as we start period number 2.
It's definitely going to be an administrative change.
It's a big change. It's big things happen for Shawnee State in the athletic program. Down low, this is TK down low. Can't get it to fall. And rebound by Moody. Stolen away by Jariah Steele all the way in. Off glass. Did not get it to fall again. Yoshi comes out with it. My goodness.
And
Tucker.
quite a few missed.
Really yeah. TK off glass, yes, and she's going to get a foul. That's going to be on Irvin, I believe. It is indeed on Aubrey Irvin. Her second team first of the period. And TK will get to the line for the and one. 21-6 Bears. Free throw is up, and it's good. 22-6 Shawnee State. They're pressuring the backcourt, and a travel by Douglas after the inbounds pass. Another one of those unforced errors. She really wasn't guarded that closely.
Just a mental error. It's turnover number 8.
Yoshi kicks it out to Lakin Williams for 3 from the wing. Splash. 25-6 Shawnee State. And another turnover. Lakin Williams with a steal from the elbow. Lakin Williams, yes.
All right, Lakin.
5 straight from Lakin Williams. 27-6 Bears. Cross court. Moody. And another layup missed. There's Jariah Steele with the rebound. Bears pushing the tempo. There's Lakin Williams. She'll spot up for 3 again. This one's going to be off. Underneath. TK out. It was off of TK. Catchings out of bounds. We'll go back to Shawnee State. There's going to be a foul on Jaden Tucker. They thought they set it back because the shot clocks are not in sync. Shot clocks are not in sync, so they're going to reset those. Let's see what we got going. The shot clocks are 9 seconds differential. That's not good. So I don't know where Seth is to get that fixed up.
He's up there.
Yep. Did he not notice? Is he heading back down?
No.
He's taking the long way down. There we go. They're both at 13 now. Okay, I guess that's reset, so we got it going.
Well, that one's still at 22. That one's at 13.
Well, they were both at 13 for a second here because this was at 13.
Oh, now they're both at 22.
All right, now we got it.
That feels better. Feels more accurate.
So we got it. They got it. Douglas inbound to Stone. Stone in the lane, looking for somewhere to go, backs it out, almost loses her footing. Back out to Figures, looking for someone, 8 on the shot clock. Back to Stone, Stone in the double team, back out. Moody guarded by Williams, 4 on the shot clock, Moody. And
that should be off.
Okay, that's weird. The shot clock was down here, was on 4.
I don't know.
The shot clock on their end was on 4, and they called a shot clock violation. I'm a little
It should have been an offensive foul, in my opinion. I think a couple elbows are being extended a little bit too far.
Lincoln Williams to Jariah Steele. Down to TK, and she can't. The pass is too wide, goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Shawnee State.
It's going to be the fourth turnover.
I'm saying another turnover. Not that many, but that's just. I'm just going to. Maybe I should count.
There were a couple quick ones in the first quarter.
If I can count missed shots as turnovers, missed bunnies. How about that? Stone on the right side. Irvin. This is Douglas. Off to Stone on the drive. It gets swatted away by TK Catchings. There's Miyoshi. It's a 2-on-4. Miyoshi holds up, and Jaden Tucker left wide open for the three. She misses that one. Jariah Steele will chase it down in the corner. Off to Lakin Williams. And there's going to be a foul out front. That's going to be on Samara Douglas, I believe.
And Jaden Tucker is actually the only Shawnee State Bear to have played today and yet to score. So there's been quite a bit of balance on the scoring side for Shawnee State.
They called out on Abigail Parker. Her first, second of the period on the Pomeroys. As the Bears inbound, Lakin Williams finds Miyoshi for three from the wing. No, off glass. There's TK crashing. She gets tripped over, and they're going to call out of bounds probably and give it. While the foul is going to come from way away, I think. They're going to call that an Aubrey Irvin, I believe, on the Pomeroys. That foul is called by the official who was the furthest from the play.
That's her third foul.
It is, indeed. Lakin Williams finds Jariah Steele in the lane. Steele spinning, kicks out to Jaden Tucker. All the way in for the drive off right hand. Yes. 29-6 Shawnee State.
There it is. All the Bears to score.
Parker. Back off to Douglas. Samara Douglas. Parker from the wing. No, off back, and there's TK Catchings. Irvin had to play soft defense, and she had the outside position, but had to play soft with that three fouls. Lakin Williams kicks it to Jariah Steele on the drive. She goes in the lane, off glass, and can't get it to fall.
Doc, I think can't get it to fall is going to be the quote of the day. Unfortunately.
They're not taking bad shots.
No, they're great looks.
Parker on the drive, and she's going to get fouled going up probably by Jaden Tucker.
I think they might get TK.
No, they're going to get TK Catchings on the foul.
It's going to be her second, I believe.
Savannah Cantrell back from injury for first action. That's good to get her back. Irvin comes out. Emily Maynard back in for Shawnee State. TK's out. As well as who else came out? Emily and Kyla Torek came out. Okay. First free throw is good.
And that ends a scoring drought for the Pomeroys since the 8:45 mark of the first quarter.
Yikes. About 6 minutes. About a 6 minute drought. Parker knocks down both free throws. It's 29-8 Shawnee State. Jaden Tucker stops and pops from the right side. Yes. 31-8. Parker, and that's telegraphed the pass. There's Jaden Tucker going to get a nice layup. 33-8. Bears reading those passes. And there's a long pass that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be another turnover by the Pomeroys.
And Jaden Tucker is actually now the leading scorer for Shawnee State and tied for the leading scorer with Moody for the game with 6 points.
I'm gonna use a term that goes back to my old coaching days, Anna. It's a volleyball statistical term that I think applies here and applies to the turnovers here. In volleyball, we have something called ball handling errors. And I think that they're having some errors of losing off the dribble or losing things like that. So they're having some ball handling challenges that are turning into turnovers.
Yeah, there have been 11 turnovers from the Pomeroys, and Shawnee State has 14 points off of those 11 turnovers. Pomeroys haven't scored off of Shawnee State's 4 turnovers. The
score was 19-6 at the end of one quarter. So it is a 14-2 second quarter so far for Shawnee State in the first just over 4 minutes.
But the Pomeroys are playing hard. They're playing with a lot of energy.
The pressure is getting to them as they're lofting some passes and they're kind of telegraphing the passes, which has turned into some steals and turnovers and easy buckets for Shawnee.
Shawnee is very good at reading passing lanes, anticipating what the offense is going to do on the defensive end, and making those adjustments to steal the ball. They have 7 steals on the afternoon.
There you go. Yoshi Ellis looking for someone to throw into. Finds Jaden Tucker. Everybody abandoned her on the one end of the court. Tucker. Up to Lakin Williams. Yoshi Ellis in the lane. Down low to Cantrell. Can't get the layup to go. Douglas kicks it back out to Figures. Moody for 3. She's been cold, and she stays that way. Rebound there by Douglas, and she loses out of bounds, but it will stay with the Pomeroys. Moody hit those couple threes early, and I think that got the Bears' attention a little bit. Those are the only 2 she has, I believe. Yeah,
she's 2 of 5 from the three-point arc. She's got those 6 points.
She made her first 2, and then hasn't hit since then. I think Bears paying a little closer attention to her in the corner. And there's Jaden Tucker going to tie it up, and it will stay with the Pomeroys.
That was a beautiful read by Tucker. She noticed Cantrell had her cut off and went in and just took the ball.
5:01 to play, second quarter. Parker, long range. No. Didn't draw.
It's not going to get up in time.
Yep, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Exactly right. She didn't draw iron on that 3.
Yeah, and on that rebound, that ball needed to go right back up in order for it to have a prayer of going in before that shot clock violation occurred.
Lakin Williams. Emily Maynard for 3.
Yes! She is.
That's Emily Maynard's spot there. Baseline, really not. That's you get her out away from the baseline. She's pretty deadly there.
Did you see that backspin on that basketball? That was stunning.
Air ball from the baseline. There's Lakin Williams, and down low to Jaden Tucker, who's got anybody she wants to pass to and throws it away. 3-on-1 and a deflected pass. Turns it back to the Pomeroys. This is Parker. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Yep. Jaden Tucker drew the foul from Samara Douglas.
I was waiting for that call to be made. I think we've seen that honestly all game from the entirety of the Pomeroys team. Lots of elbow extensions.
Yeah.
It just took one player to kind of fall down and take it for it to be called.
Douglas dipped her shoulder. That was a kind of an easy call to make.
It's fine to use your offhand to kind of swat another hand away. It's when it gets into that extension and dipping that elbow, that's when it becomes a foul.
Cantrell down low on the drive. Yes, Savannah Cantrell. 38-8, Bears by 30. This is Moody against Mayoshi Ellis. Losing the handle on it. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Pomeroys. Haley Polston checking in for Douglas. Parker. Moody.
It's a nice play.
It was nice. Look, and they get the low. That was good. Figures down low, actually. Nice play. Good passing, sharp passing by the Pomeroys. 38-10. As we come up about 3.5 to play in the period. Lakin Williams in the corner to Emily Maynard. Maynard out to Miyoshi. Yoshi spins. Back out to Lakin Williams. Lakin looking for somewhere to go. Lose it to Emily Maynard. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Yoshi. They got to go. There's 8. And Yoshi all the way down off glass. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Oh, she had that perfect flick of the wrist that added that backspin to be able to get it at the right angle.
Yoshi's a baller.
Oh, all right,
Yoshi is a baller.
She's so fun to watch. I'm going to miss her.
And there's telegraph pass, and Lakin Williams steps in front of it. 40-10 Bears. And there's Lakin all the way in. Left hand, yes. 42-10 Shawnee State. And St. Mary of the Woods, I feel for you. They've been here too many times this year, unfortunately. Emily Maynard almost with the steal.
But the thing I love is that they're not giving up.
No, they're fighting.
And I appreciate that. I know it's hard.
Off glass, and there's going to be a foul down low, probably on Cantrell, that will send Nadia Figures to the line. It is on Cantrell. Be her first as Kenya Peck checking in for Shawnee State, replacing Lakin Williams. Again, a shout out to the Ellis clan who's not here, maybe at home in New York, because the Ellis clan is here. Great people. You're listening in. We have loved watching Yoshi for these couple of years. Bounces around and falls in by Figures. 42-11. Just the 5th point of the quarter for the Pomeroys, who trail 42-11. Second shot by Figures is no good. Rebound Cantrell. Bears are winning this quarter 23-5 right now. Ellis, Emily Maynard, top of the key. Over the left side, Rakaya Prince is Savannah Cantrell. Looking for somewhere to go. Finds Yoshi. Yoshi. In the lane with the right hand man. Can't get the fall. Rebound Pomeroys. Stone. Poked away by Rakaya Prince, and she's going to get the lay-in going in. And, wow, are you kidding me? Kenya Peck, and there's Yoshi to chase it down. Another missed layup. Oh, and there's a bad pass across the court and gets over. If it's possible to throw it over Savannah Cantrell, it takes a lot of effort. There's Saratina Jackson coming in for Cantrell. But Savannah Cantrell at 6'3", and she threw it way over. I mean, that's a big target, and you missed it. I'm sorry. 42-11, Shawnee State, 1:45 to go in the period. Back to Parker. And this is Stone. Back up to Campbell. Campbell gets out, looking for somewhere to go. Is Polston. Back to Parker. 7 on the shot clock. Parker in the lane. Runs into traffic, and they're going to call a foul in the lane on Shawnee. I believe on Peck, or is it Jackson? They're going to get Saratina Jackson with her first, team third of the period. And Abigail Parker will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Again, remind you, coming up at halftime, an interview with Shawnee State Athletic Director Gerald Cadogan, talking about Shawnee's impending departure from the River States and the NAI. It's been a lifelong, as long as Shawnee State's been alive, it's been NAI, and going to the NCAA starting next year. Abigail Parker's first shot is short, no good.
The Bears are moving up in the athletics world.
It's really, it's exciting times for Shawnee State Athletics. And AD Gerald Cadogan and his staff, and it was, as we talked about in the interview, it was quite an involved process. It's no easy task to get involved in the NCAA. Second shot is up and good. 42-12, Shawnee State by 30. Yoshi. Saratina Jackson. On the drive. Looking for somewhere to go. Down low. Gets
Nice
Yoshi.
cut.
Cutting the lane. Yes.
That was beautiful. She recognized that there was nowhere to go and made that perfect backdoor.
Yoshi made the cut.
Oh.
And Saratina caught her with the pass. Abigail Parker under a minute to play, second quarter.
And I love that decision to make that a bounce pass, too, and lead her.
Absolutely.
It was perfect.
Stone's pass is intercepted by Emily Maynard and controlled by Miyoshi Ellis. Emily Maynard. This is Saratina Jackson. Stops at the foul line. Jumper cannot get it to fall. Rebound by the Pomeroys. Kasuma.
It's like a 0.5 differential between the shot clock and game clock
Stone
right now.
on the wing. This is Parker from the wing for 3. No, can't get it to fall. Rebound taken by Miyoshi Ellis. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go in the period. Yoshi Ellis out to Rakaya Prince. Emily Maynard up top. She'll spot up. Why not? Yes.
She will.
Why not? 5 seconds to go. Will the Pomeroys get off a shot? Stone crosses midcourt. And will she get it off? She does not get it off before the horn goes off, and that's how second quarter will end. Shawnee State 47-12.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and give some halftime stats for you really quick. Shawnee State's leading this one 47-12 at the half. The Pomeroys are shooting 13.6% from the floor, 3 of 22. From 3, 18.2%, 2 of 11. From the free throw line, 50%, 4 of 8. The Bears are 50% from the floor, 19 of 38. 50% from 3, 5 of 10, and 80% from the free throw line, 4 of 8. The Bears have turned the ball over 6 times. Pomeroys have 1 point off of those 6 turnovers. St. Mary of the Woods have 15 turnovers, and Shawnee State has 19 points off of those 15 turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding St. Mary of the Woods 20-13. The Bears with 11 assists, the Pomeroys with 3. The Bears with 3 blocks and 10 steals, the Pomeroys with 3 steals. Leading scorers first for the visiting St. Mary of the Woods Pomeroys, Moody with 6 points, Parker with 3 points, and Figures with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. For Shawnee State, Emily Maynard has gotten 9 points and a rebound. Yoshi Ellis, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Lakin Williams, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jaden Tucker, 6 points, 2 assists. TK Catchings, 5 points, 5 rebounds. Rakaya Prince, 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. Kyla Torick, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Jariah Steele, 2 points, a rebound, and an assist. Savannah Cantrell, 2 points and a rebound. And then Saratina Jackson has an assist.
Second half action will get on around 1:56, but right now we're going to throw it to our main interview with Gerald Cadogan, talking about Shawnee State's entrance into Division II and NCAA. Shawnee leads it at the break, 47-12.
You're listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
My special halftime guest is Shawnee State Athletic Director Gerald Cadogan. And talk about, Coach, on Wednesday, a huge announcement for us today that we got accepted to the NCAA Division II and the Mountain East Conference for 2026-27. Talk about your reaction to that.
Yeah, we got the call today. Very much excited. A lot of hard work done in the background by our staff, our coaches, and leadership on campus. But we're here. Very much excited about what this means for our student athletes and for this community at large.
Let's start off talking about this process, Coach, because I think the average person doesn't understand what's involved. And this is no small undertaking to get this, what all had to do. This is not like something you just applied for yesterday and got today, right? Talk about the process.
Yeah, the process is kind of cumbersome. The first thing, before you can even apply to NCAA membership, you have to have an invitation to a NCAA conference. And so about a little over a year ago, we applied to the Mountain East Conference. And there's a whole barrage of questions and application and information that you submit along with the campus visit. So we were able to get the invite to the Mountain East Conference, and very much excited for that. And so then you take that invitation to the you take the invitation from the conference invite, and then you are able to apply to the NCAA. And so that's there are manuals, a whole new application, submission of videos, and another site visit as well.
Give us an idea of the timeline, Coach. How long did that application process take? What all did you have to do from start to finish? How long? I know this was pretty involved.
Yeah. So the Mountain East application took us, I started probably mid-June, and the application was due, I don't know why I remember this date. It was January the 7th is the date I have in my head. So, and then we hear back. And then basically, the next application due date was October the 1st of last year. So working from January until October, and then there's still pieces that you work from even once you submit the application, to the visits, and there's some processes that you had to go through from October until today. So we've jumped all those hurdles, and big shout out to Tiffany Buckmaster and James Codwell, our compliance and associate AD. It's and our whole staff. It's truly a team effort.
it culminated, Coach, and you had to put on your Sunday best, right? Because you had a campus visit for a couple of groups, and you had to put on your Sunday best and show them around. Talk about how that was.
Yeah, it was uh, during the visit itself, it was a great opportunity to showcase all the hard work we put forth. Um, um, Again, it's not just athletic leadership, but leadership across campus, all the way from our president, Dr. Braun, to our registrar, our financial aid, the provost. So many different pieces involved in that. Also, a big shout out to Dr. Blau, who is our faculty athletic rep. Just so many moving parts, and so that those days where we got to showcase all the hard work we did to the outside parties, the NCAA, and really just showcase what we've done.
Coach, you've got a lot of work for already, but you're just getting started, right? Talk about what you have to do for going forward now. It's official. What is some of the work has already been in progress, anticipating this decision, hopeful of the decision. But what's got to happen now? We got a 2-year period. Talk about what's going to happen between now and fall of 28.
Yeah, so between now and fall of 28, you can expect acrobatics and tumbling to take the floor this fall, fall 26. Football, so we'll have some more information about football, but football, the season will be fall of 28. So definitely excited about those two things. During these provisional years, there'll be some more visits, some more paperwork, some more structure to make sure that we are sound, just with this transition. So those are some of the big things that we're working on.
And lastly, Coach, the vision. I mean, obviously, President Braun has been very aggressive on this, going to elevate the profile of Shawnee State University. Talk about the vision and where you see this going. What a big step this is for Shawnee State.
Yeah, why not us and why not now? Shawnee State, I hear often, oh, it's a hidden gem and it's great and these things. Oh, we didn't know you guys offered all that on campus. Well, we want to get the messaging out there. We want to expand the brand, and that's part of this initiative. If you look under the hood at Shawnee State University, across all of the leadership, everyone is doing their part to expand the brand and make sure that we're no longer a hidden gem, that they know the gems and the resources that we offer here on campus, and athletics is just doing their part. Again, everyone across campus is running this race and expanding the brand in their own way, and this is just what we're doing underneath the hood with Shawnee State Athletics.
Certainly, the footprint left by the Mountain East is going to be beneficial, right? Because that's going to expand your recruiting areas, because more schools are going to hear about Shawnee State and where you are than where we are right now. So it's certainly going to benefit us that way.
Yeah, definitely. And the markets, in terms of just being a D2 institution, and the optics and the opportunities that are afforded with us making this transition.
It's an exciting time, Coach.
Yeah, and can't wait. And again, very grateful and appreciative of this milestone in Shawnee State history, and to be a part of that is a full circle moment for me, and a dream come true. And I'm just honored to be the athletic director and steering the boat for this time.
The university community is excited about it. I know the Portsmouth community is excited about it. There's been a lot of buzz for this for quite a while. So this is really a positive for Shawnee State.
Yeah, definitely excited. Some more information to come about some of our future sports. But it's a day to reflect and having a heart of gratitude.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on this supreme accomplishment. We know it's only getting started, but these are fun times for Shawnee State, and it's a good time to be at Shawnee State.
Absolutely, very very grateful, and yeah, go Bears! Balls up.
Thank you. We'll be back with second half action after this timeout.
We are back at Waller Gymnasium, Portsmouth, Ohio, Shawnee State University. Second half action, Shawnee State and St. Mary of the Woods. The Bears holding a 47-12 edge at the break. And it just was all Bears in that first half. And I mean, I feel for St. Mary of the Woods. They've had a brutal season. You don't wish that on any team. But we saw some of the reasons why kind of led to that. I mean, there's unforced errors and just they shot 13% from the field in the first half. That's not going to get it done on any stretch. And then those 15 turnovers, which are ahead of their pace, right? So, but to Bears' credit, sometimes playing a team like that, you can lose your intensity, you can lose your focus, and whenever that happened, Coach Burrows, pretty calm, but there was a couple times when there was some chewing that came on the bench, and just you don't want to lose that focus, that intensity. And
just a difficult situation for both teams, honestly.
It really is.
It's hard when you're up by this many to, again, like you said, keep up that intensity and stay focused. And, man, it's hard to lose like this. St. Mary of the Woods, I don't know if you guys have had your senior day or not, but we're rooting for you then.
These types of games, they're not fun for either team.
No.
They're just not fun. I mean, we have to play 20 more minutes. But like I said, like you said, St. Mary of the Woods, there's no quit in them. They've been playing hard. They just, when you compare that with Shawnee State as a defensive-oriented team and some of those unforced errors that the Pomeroys made, we get underway. Now is Emily Maynard going to inbound on the far sideline to get half number 2 started.
And actually, I'm gonna call this out. Emily Maynard with 9 points, Yoshi Ellis with 8 points. Those are two of the 3 seniors that we were able to recognize today. And
Yoshi all the way in off glass, can't get it to go. And there's Torek from the sideline. No, and she misses uncharacteristically. Goodness.
Can't get it to fall.
They're not bad shots. That's money for Kyla Torek.
They're great looks. And Yoshi's shot was a great look, too.
Douglas off to Figures. Figures in the lane. Kicks it out to Stone. Stone has lost the handle on it again. That's just a ball handling error, as we mentioned in the first half. As Emily Maynard all the way in. She's going to go all the way in off glass and get it knocked away. Didn't make glass. Shot got partially blocked. This is Douglas. Kicking out to Figures at foul line. Stone from 3. No. Rebound. Rakaya Prince. There's Yoshi out in front of everybody and get the lay in. No! Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Bears were shooting 50% from the field, but can I say they probably should have been shooting 60% in the first half?
Honestly, 65% with the close range shots that they were taking.
Stone, top of the key.
Four on the shot clock.
Moody. She's all the way in. She's going to get fouled and bailed out with 1 on the shot clock with the foul. And they are going to get Yoshi Ellis.
Yoshi. Totally.
And Ellis comes out, Jaden Tucker in, and Yoshi.
It's her second foul on the afternoon.
Yoshi getting an earful. But you know what? There are high expectations of her. There's Moody missing the first free throw.
Something that Yoshi's doing really well today, rebounds and assists. She has 6 rebounds. She's actually leading all rebounders on the day, and she has 4 assists. Also more assists than anybody else.
Second shot from Moody. This one is good. First point of the period. Goes to the Pomeroys. Tucker throws it out of bounds, trying for Rakaya Prince.
Bears have just started out slow this quarter.
Yeah, they have so far.
It's going to be the 7th turnover of the afternoon for Shawnee State.
Moody against Prince. Moody.
Shot clock didn't start.
Shot clock didn't start. Yep, it's true. Yep, good catch. They want to replay. Where's Seth?
He's behind the cheerleaders.
No, he's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's coming. They need a replay. They're going to get a replay. They're going to wait for Seth to get over there and get a replay. Seth just showed up, and they're trying to figure out where the clock was, and they're guessing now because Seth wasn't there, was doing something else.
I mean, he's got to get senior day stuff together. He's got a lot going on today.
He does.
He's a busy man. He can't be everywhere all at once.
Stone. I think it's Moody who loses out of bounds. Another one of those unforced turnovers. Just couldn't handle the pass and dropped it out of bounds. Jaden Tucker bringing it across timeline for Shawnee State. Lakin Williams on the wing. Back to Tucker. Tucker. Torek. Micaiah Prince. Lakin Williams. Off glass, no. There's Torek for the rebound. Upward. Off glass, no good for Kyla Torek. Nearly 3 minutes played and 1 point scored in this quarter. That's the figures underneath, and she can't get a go. Torek with the rebound. Micaiah. Kick off to Emily Maynard from the left side for three. No. Rebound taken by Micaiah Prince. There's Jaden Tucker in lane. She'll go off glass. No. Goodness.
There's like a lid on the basket or something.
It's wild. For three, no, but underneath for the putback is Polston, and a timeout for Shawnee State because Bears in the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds of the period have been outscored 3-0. 3 points in the first, and Bears don't have a point in the first 3:20 of the period. And we'll talk about that intensity, coming out. But part of that is just a carryover from the first half, and I mean, like I said, the shot's just not falling.
They haven't been falling from the first shot of the day. And it's just, again, it's not bad looks. They're excellent looks, and they're looks that the Bears usually hit. They're not falling today, and I think that's impacting the intensity a little bit. You pair that with the fact that there is such a significant lead, and the game becomes a little nonchalant.
Sure. You know it. I mean, anybody's been in this position. It is hard to keep that intensity up when you have that going, but you have to. You got it. It's hard to do. That's the challenge. That's the challenge of these games.
And specifically for Shawnee State in the position that they are, yes, they need the win today, but they really need to win out the remainder of their season in order to get home court advantage. So they're fighting for something, so they need to be working towards that goal. So, yes, they should come away with this win. However, they should be using today to better themselves and to keep that intensity up and stay focused on that goal.
Message sent, 5 in, 5 out substitutes for Shawnee State. They've got Giovanni Belton, Kenya Peck, Chi-Chi Sanders,
we got
Mackenzie Daubenmeyer, and Lily Mae Walker out there on the floor. So 5 in, 5 out.
I don't think we've seen this lineup before.
We've seen 5 in, 5 out.
Well, I've seen 5 in, 5 out, but I don't think I've seen all the time. But I don't think I've seen these exact 5 work together.
They down low to Chi-Chi. Off glass.
Yes,
the first points. A couple seconds in, and the Bears get their first points of the quarter.
Message received.
Down low, and that's over the head of Douglas and out of bounds and back to Shawnee State. Another turnover for the Pomeroys.
Shawnee State has a lot of depth, and so if Coach isn't thrilled with the intensity he's seeing, he will gladly take everybody out and say, all right, next 5 up.
We've said this beginning of the year. He's just had the injury bug hit him, but most talent and the most depth he's had since he's been here.
Last season, his phrase was keeping the wheels turning, and he's doing that this season as well.
Sanders to Giovanni Belton. 9 on the shot clock. Belton on the drive all the way up, left hand. Yes! Giovanni Belton.
All right.
There's 2 possessions, 4 points out of their reserves here. This is Moody. Let's get pass over to Douglas. Stone. And the three-pointer, yes! There's Moody.
She's
who had
back.
2 of those in the first half. She had first 2, and then she went cold, but gets it back. Belton kicking off. This is Peck. Lily Mae Walker. Kind of a sloppy pass by Lily Mae gets picked off, and that's going to be a lead pass too far. Almost could have been a travel by Figures. And there's Lily Mae Walker with the steal. She's not going to outrun anybody. Lily Mae going all the way in, though, and she's going to call the travel. Yeah, she would have been well to hold that one up.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout-out to Moody for the Pomeroys. She is the leading scorer on the day right now. She's got 10 points and 2 rebounds.
And 3 of those on threes, right?
Yes,
threes.
3 of those on threes and a free throw.
And we got timeout on the floor. And Lily Mae just got a little carried away from herself.
She got a little excited.
She got a little excited.
She got a nice steal and just wasn't able to.
You don't have Yoshi wheels, Lily Mae. You do what you do well, but that's not the wheels.
No one has Yoshi wheels.
Well,
only Yoshi.
Maybe horrible comparison on my part. I get that.
Girl is one of a kind.
But I think even the bigs sometimes get the big eyes, right? They get a steal and they want to get down court and get that in there. I understand that.
All right. I believe that was turnover number 9 for Shawnee State. Well, I know we gave them some love earlier, but again, I do want to shout out our cheerleaders. We also have our dance team today, but I know our cheerleaders work so hard. So thank you for being here. Happy Senior Day. We appreciate you.
One more game in the cave. Men played today, doubleheader, the second half of this doubleheader. Then they're finished the season on the road. They will be at KCU on Tuesday and at Midway next Saturday. Women home with KCU on Tuesday, and then they're also at Midway next Saturday. So regular season winding down, then we have tournament action. We know the men who have clinched the regular season championship will be home as long as they can keep winning. We'll be playing at home.
They're having an okay season, I guess.
We can 21-4. Most coaches be okay with that.
Super okay win streak going on.
Yeah.
Shout outs about the Shawnee State men and the women. Both teams having really good seasons.
Shawnee State women 18-7 overall, 9-4 conference coming into today as we get back underway.
And again, not too bad. Looking to extend that.
Jayla Campbell bringing it across the timeline for the Pomeroys to Moody. Moody guarded by Walker. This is Campbell to Moody. In the corner to Parker. Stops, kicks it back out to Moody, who gets blocked on the 3.
3 on the shot clock.
Through the shot clock. Will they get it? Parker gets it all the way, and no. Rebound tipped away and taken by the Pomeroys. Off glass, and no, but there's going to be a foul, I think, on Kenya Peck. It is on Peck. With the size in there, Bears shouldn't be getting out-rebounded. That's probably something they're not crazy. Coach is not happy about, but
actually the rebounds have evened out a little bit. Shawnee had probably 9 more rebounds at the half than St. Mary of the Woods, and right now they only have 4 more rebounds.
Douglas makes her first free throw. She's a 58% shooter on the year, but makes her first one. 51-19, Shawnee State. Second shot up by Douglas is no good. Rebound by Chi-Chi Sanders. Off to Giovanni Belton. Belton. Down low to Daubenmeyer. Looking for somewhere to go, and she's going to get tied up, and it will go back to the Pomeroys on the held ball.
And the Pomeroys are winning this quarter.
Yeah.
7-4.
But not since the subs went in.
Correct. However, I mean, overall,
I get you.
7-4 is...
It's Parker on the wing. Back to Moody, back to Parker. And this is Campbell for 3. Yes!
Ooh, that's a nice
three-pointer
shot.
from Jayla Campbell. 51-22, Bears by 29. There's Savannah Cantrell going to go back in. Lakin Williams. Chi-Chi in the lane. Back in her moment, or defender down. Can't get the shot to fall. And there's off glass. That's going to be a blocking foul against Daubenmeyer and an and 1 coming up for the Pomeroys. There's some life on the bench.
And this is what we were talking about. They have not given up this whole game, and credit to them.
Cantrell checking in, Miyoshi Ellis checking in, Peck out, Chi-Chi Sanders out. (51-24). Make it 51-25 as Douglas converts on the and one. So Pomeroy's doing it here in the third quarter. Lakin Williams is trapped underneath. There's Dobbenmeyer for the lay-in. 53-25 Shawnee as we come up on 3 minutes to go in the third. This is Moody on the wing against Lakin Williams. Moody off to Parker. Back to Parker, wide open for the three. No. Rebound taken by Miyoshi Ellis. Miyoshi stops and pops in the lane. Yes.
Dang.
Here's back up by 30, 55-25. Campbell. Off to Douglas. Douglas in the lane. Yes. Life. St. Mary of the Woods showing some life here in the third quarter, Anna.
Yeah, we weren't seeing any made shots from either team in
Belton
these last
for three.
couple possessions.
On the other side, Giovanni Belton hits a three-pointer. Campbell up top. Polston, no. Rebound Miyoshi Ellis. And they said it all became dead, hitting the belt. So
I wanted Yoshi to get that rebound. She's got 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. So she's on double-double watch.
Douglas out for the Pomeroys.
And Douglas having a decent day. She's got 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. So big contributor.
Confidence Wachuku in the game for St. Mary of the Woods for her first time. Lakin Williams on the drive, and she's going to get fouled going up, probably by Moody, it looks like. It is by Moody.
It's going to be her first of the afternoon.
So Lakin Williams to the line. Lakin is about a 65% free throw shooter on the year. First shot up and good. 59-27. Bears by 32. Second shot also true. 60-27 Bears. 1:45 to play here in the third quarter. This is Campbell. Up to Moody, who's trapped in the corner, gets tipped by Emily Maynard out of bounds. Will stay with the Pomeroys. Campbell looking against Ellis. And there's TK with the steal, and it rolls out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Pomeroys. She couldn't corral it.
Great hustle and effort by TK, though.
It was. She just didn't have the wheels to catch up to it, but it was good deflection. They got a fresh 30 out of the deal. Down to Wachuku. Off glass, and she can't make it, and then rebound and the foul. Emily Maynard's going to pick up the foul that will send Haley Polston to the line for 2 shots. No good. Polston, a 80% free throw shooter on the year, but misses the first one. Second shot is good. 60-28 Bears.
And that's her third point of the afternoon, but she's also got 5 rebounds and an assist.
Ellis, Lakin Williams. Williams down low, bounce to TK. Bodies up against Wachuku and gets it. Wachuku kicks it out to Moody for 3 from long range. Rattles it in and drops it in. That's Moody. Giovanni Belton. Lakin Williams. Off to Yoshi. Back to Lakin. Wide open for 3. There's Emily from the wing for 3. No. And Giovanni Belton with the rebound. Gets it into TK. She's going to body up. Go, TK. She forces it up, and Lakin Williams comes up with the ball. 12 on the shot clock. And tries to get a TK again, and it gets stolen away. TK caught, just kind of threw it up there, hoping to draw something. Didn't even catch rim. Moody off to Polston. In the corners is Campbell working against Emily Maynard. Campbell spins in the lane, no good. Rebound's going to have to give that rebound to Belton. He tips it over to Emily Maynard. And the Bears not watching the clock as it goes off. And that ends quarter number 3 with Bears up 62-31.
All right, well, I will go ahead and give some third quarter stats. So Shawnee State is leading St. Mary of the Woods 62-31. The Pomeroys are shooting 24.3% from the floor, 9 of 37. From 3, 25%, 5 of 20. And from the free throw line, 53.3%, 8 of 15. The Bears are shooting 47.2% from the floor, 25 of 53. From 3, 46.2%, 6 of 13, and from the free throw line, 85.7%, 6 of 7. The Bears have 11 turnovers, the Pomeroys with 6 points off of those turnovers. St. Mary of the Woods has 19 turnovers, with Shawnee State having 19 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding St. Mary's 29-23. The Bears with 15 assists, the Pomeroys with 6. The Bears with 4 blocks and 13 steals, the Pomeroys with 4 steals. Some leading scorers. Moody's got 13 points. Douglas has 6 points. And then for Shawnee State, Yoshi's got 10. Lakin and Emily both with 9. TK with 7. Jaden Tucker with 6.
Lakin Williams inbounds to Yoshi as we start quarter number 4. Belton gets Torek in the lane, and she just has not found her shot today. Ryan Owens in the game for Pomeroys for her first action.
So I know Kyla struggled with her shot, but she does have 6 boards.
This is Campbell. Tipped off of Belton and then off of Ryan Owens and out of bounds and back to Shawnee State. Turnover by the Pomeroys. Maynard into Torek. Trying to get her at Torek. Still can't get it to drop. Maynard tips it to Torek. Torek back to Giovanni Belton. Spot for the 3. No, in and out. Rebound. Wachuku. Williams tips it away. Abigail Parker almost trapped up there in the corner. Polston. Abigail Parker. If there's somewhere to go, up. Polston kicks it back out. 9 on the shot clock in the corner. We have Campbell. Campbell cross court over the head of Polston and out of bounds, and that will go back to Shawnee State.
It's going to be number 20.
Lakin Williams inbounds to Yoshi Ellis. Ellis in the lane, kicks it up. There's passing. There's a free ball, 3 ball for Lakin. Can't get it to go, but there's Torek. And there's Kyla.
There it is.
Yes, Kyla. Abigail Parker trapped at midcourt. And they're going to call a held ball, and that's going to stay with the Pomeroys. But Parker was trapped right there near midcourt by Lakin Williams and Emily Maynard. Maynard tied her up. Lakin Williams to Yoshi.
Back to
Lakin.
Lakin.
Yes, there we go. There's Yoshi who took a spill down there. Yoshi took a spill under the bucket. She's going to be all right, but she took a spill. There was some unselfish play. Lakin found Yoshi, thought Yoshi was going to go on. Yoshi got underneath and dished it back to Lakin.
Yoshi is one of the most unselfish players I have ever watched.
Yeah.
That's her 5th assist on the night. Mind you, she already has 10 points, and she's got 7 boards.
There she just gets the steal there. Waits for the traffic to go by, and there's Giovanni Belton up there, and she's going to get fouled by Campbell on the way up. Boy, heads up. Jayla Campbell picks up the foul. And Giovanni Belton, that's the first foul on Campbell. First of the period on the Pomeroys, and Giovanni Belton will go to the line.
Well, I'm talking about unselfish players. Also, Lakin's got 4 assists. She compliments Yoshi in that way, too, where they both are able to find the other open one.
I believe that's Belton's first free throw she shot all year.
I think you're right.
I had her
all
at
right,
zero.
So she's 100%.
She's 100%. There's one more coming to her, and she
says 100.
There you go. 68-31 Bears. Parker guarded by Torek. Torek with the defense and the rebound. Kyla doing Kyla things. Lakin up, and she's going to get fouled probably by Abigail Parker, I believe. No, they got Wachuku. And that brings Aubrey Irvin off the bench in place of Haley Polston. First foul on Wachuku. And Lakin Williams. Just mentioned the 65% free throw shooter to the line, and first shot is no good. She made her last 2. I guess I just jinxed her. My fault. 7:35 to go in the game. One more to Lakin Williams. Second shot is up, and it's good.
There it is.
She's 3 for 4 from the line, I believe.
You would be correct. She's got 10 points now. Also, 3 rebounds and 4 assists.
There's Miyoshi going to go in there with lay-in, steal and lay-in from Miyoshi Ellis. Bears now lead by 40. Yoshi's just so on it, so quick. Parker gives up her dribble. This is now Parker. It falls on the floor. Are they going to call the foul? I thought she slipped.
I thought she slipped too, but
they're going to call the foul, I believe.
It's going to be her 3rd.
On the Yoshi Ellis.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Questionable call, but with that being said, I don't think that call's going to make a difference.
You don't think so?
I don't know. It might.
You're right. I mean, I looked like she slipped, but okay.
I think
it was close
I thought
enough.
she slipped, but you know what?
So what? I know.
If we're going to make a questionable call, I'd rather it be in this moment than another moment.
Sure.
And no one got hurt. That's the important thing.
Campbell inbounds. Choku. Up to Owens. Owens down low and into traffic. Choku looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it back out to Owens. Owens loses the ball. Another ball handling error as he dribbles and loses the handle of the ball and goes out of bounds. Yoshi Ellis off of Lakin Williams, back to Ellis. 6:45 to play. Ellis. The drive kicks it out to Rakaya Prince from the wing. 3, no good. But Torek with the rebound, but Chuku with it. It's Campbell. Kicks it in. Wachuku from the wing. Airballs it badly. Torek with the rebound. She's going to get fouled over the back by Aubrey Irvin. That's at least 4 on Irvin, I believe.
I think you're right. I think that's 4.
Indeed, she was had 3 in the first half. So 4th foul on Aubrey Irvin. 3rd team foul of the period on the Pomeroys. Yoshi Ellis. Almost lost the dribble. Yoshi to Lakin Williams on the left side, all the way in to Torek off glass and misses again. Oh, wow. And as a lead pass, it's going to be long, and another turnover as it sails over the head of Vaji Kasuma. Six minutes to play in the game. Shawnee by 40. Yoshi. Up to Emily Maynard. Spots long time for three. Emily? No, not this time. I'll let her take that every day, though.
And you know what? She's been hot today.
I'll let Emily take that.
You know what? It's
day
senior day, girl. You shoot what you want to shoot.
Campbell. Taken away by Lakin Williams. She's going to coast in. She'll get the lay in. 73-31, Shawnee State. Campbell on the wing. Worked out by Yoshi Ellis. Irvin, foul line jumper. No good. Rebound, Torek. Yoshi to Rakaya Prince. Yoshi filling the lane. Kicks it out to Lakin Williams. Spot for the three. Yes.
And I want to point out, Yoshi definitely could have taken a reverse layup there, but she is a pass-first player.
She is. 76-31 Bears, under 5 to play. This is Owens. Owens against Emily Maynard. Nowhere to go. Backs it up. Wachuku in the lane. No good. Rebound Emily Maynard. Lakin Williams. Yoshi Ellis on the right side. Kaya Prince from the wing comes up short. And it gets swiped away by Yoshi. Catches up, and there's Emily down low. Can she save? She does save it into Lakin Williams. Nice effort by Emily. In the corner to Emily. Spots for three from the corner. No, airballs it. The wings, that baseline is just not her spot. I'm just going to say it. You have to get her out from the baseline a little bit for her to be accurate, but she is not. Owens for three. Yes!
Nice looking shot.
And a timeout by the Pomeroys with 3:51 to go, and 76-34. Bears by 42. Emily is a really excellent three-point shooter, but when she gets baseline that way, her percentage goes down.
Yeah, she really thrives from that outside wing in between.
Either right side or left side wing, not even top of the key usually. It's the
She's
wing.
She's really good kind of if you off-center from the top of the key just a little bit, kind of that free throw line extended wing.
Right, yep.
She's phenomenal there.
She's deadly from that range.
And she has one of the prettiest shots. I don't know if you've actually paid attention to her release and that backspin on that, her follow-through.
Loved watching her since her freshman year. Like, she's going to be graduating in 3 years, and good for her. I just hate missing.
We don't want to lose you.
No, hate losing the seniors at all.
You could come back, Emily.
Yeah, no, she's.
Lakin's got 17 points.
Yeah.
17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Yoshi's got 12 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Emily's got 9 and a rebound. Giovanni Belton with 7 points.
She's got 2 threes, I believe. 3:51 to play. Shawnee up 76-34. Yoshi Ellis. Kai Prince. Jaden Tucker. Emily Maynard. Off to Yoshi. Yoshi will spot for 3. Why not?
You will.
Why not, Yoshi?
You shoot your shot, Yoshi.
Why not, Yoshi? Absolutely. 79-34. Moody. And watching her. She's got the 3-point shot. Moody harassed by Rakaya Prince. Guarded by Prince. Looking for somewhere to go. Down low, tipped away by TK Catchings and stolen away by TK Catchings, who throws it away. Down, not sure she knew who she was going to. Moody on the wing against Emily Maynard. Moody working. Oh, there's a travel. They're calling it wow.
There were quite a few steps taken before contact.
They call the held ball, which gave the ball to Shawnee State anyway,
well,
but that was
it was a held ball, but
after
it was a
about
held
3
ball
steps.
after about 3.5, 4 steps.
Exactly right.
But you know what?
Yeah, I know. So what?
And listen, I'm all about the integrity of the game. I really am. I like when they get calls right.
That was.
There's 3 minutes.
Well, we'll talk about that later. I don't think either official really knew what to call.
It was a bailout.
It was a bailout. There's Miyoshi for 3 again. This one's short, okay. But there's TK underneath. Can't corral it. Goes out of bounds. Go back to the Pomeroys with 2:43 to play.
Maybe it was a pass to TK that just went awry.
The alley-oop, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
We'll
definitely
go.
not.
We'll go with that.
No.
This is Douglas. And a foul on Jaden Tucker. Second foul of the period on the Bears. First on Jaden Tucker. Pomeroy's inbound on the baseline.
There have been very few fouls called, period, in this entire game. The Bears have been called for 12 total. Pomeroy's for 9 total.
Machuku. Guarded by TK. Off to Moody. It's Douglas. Douglas against Prince. Spinning in the lane, kicks it out to Urban, who loses the ball. Taken away by Emily Maynard. And little free ball action. Lost out of bounds. And there's Miyoshi chasing it down, goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Pomeroys.
The last couple Shawnee State turnovers or hot potato moments have come in that transition.
Yeah.
One of the things that they talk about in transition is getting out wide, because when you try to throw the ball up the middle, it's a weird angle. Everyone else is running up the middle. It's difficult to get that to happen. And that's where those last couple turnovers have happened, from throwing the ball up the middle.
Douglas off glass, can't get it to go. Emily Maynard. Jaden Tucker. Doesn't have numbers. We'll see what she does with it. Kicks it out to Rakaya Prince, who'll pop it up for 3. Yes! Rakaya, under 2 to play. Bears 82-34. Douglas working against Yoshi. Urban down low. Chuku misses the bunny. Outlet to Jaden Tucker. Tucker. Emily Maynard from the wing. She holds up.
That would have been.
That was her.
It was a good decision to not shoot that, because defense was there, but that was the exact spot.
At 100% agree with you, Anna. 100% agree with you. Jaden Tucker out to Emily. Left side, Rakaya Prince. Emily on the drive. Yes, Emily. No, can't get it to fall.
Man, I would have liked to see an Emily point off of a drive.
Figures, no. Chuku underneath, and she's going to get fouled by Yoshi Ellis, I believe, and go to the line for a pair of free throws with 52.1 to go. They call on Jaden Tucker, Second foul on Jaden Tucker. And Wachuku, who is about a 54% free throw shooter, as Yoshi Ellis take a bow as she comes out of her senior game. Yoshi Ellis done for the game.
She's going to end the day with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists.
First shot is up, and it drops in for Wachuku. 82-35. Sarah Tina Jackson going to check in for Shawnee, I think for Emily to get her. And that one also drops in. Ugly looking shot, actually, by Wachuku, but it makes it. There's Emily Maynard going to come out to senior. We'll give Emily some senior love.
Absolutely. Emily also had a fantastic night. She had 9 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist.
52.1 to play in the game. 82-36. Shawnee by 46 points. Tucker. Sarah Tina Jackson on the right side. Rakaya Prince at the top. Back to Lakin Williams. Lakin Williams guarded by Wachuku out on the perimeter. There's Lakin Williams around her. Kicks it off to TK catching from the wing. No, can't get it to fall. Wachuku with the rebound. TK fighting for it. TK with it. The mugging going on down there, and they're going to call. Are they going to call a foul? What are they going to call? A lot they could call. If they call a hell of a ball, they're going to give it back to the Pomeroys.
There's a lot of hustle.
There was.
TK really fought for that rebound.
Shot clock off. 23.5 seconds to go in this one. And the Pomeroys, who average 46 points a game offensively, will not get there. That's a defensive effort by Shawnee State. 17 to go. Campbell. Urban gets the pocket pick by Rakaya Prince. Is going to take it off and then just kill the clock. Yep, we don't need any more points. Lakin Williams will just end this one. 4-3-2-1, and the Pomeroys take the loss on this one as they watch the clock expire. And as they've done for the now 25th time this year. I'm sorry, the Pomeroys.
I know. And I never want to see a team go 0-25. I don't want to see that. But they played hard today.
But they surpassed their turnover.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, I'll give final stats. So Shawnee State is going to win this one, 82-36. The Pomeroys shot 21.7% from the floor, 10 of 46. From three, 28.6%, 6 of 21. And from the free throw line, 58.8%, 10 of 17. The Bears shot 43.2% from the floor, 32 of 74. From three, 39.1%, 9 of 23. And from the free throw line, 81.8%, 9 of 11. Shawnee State with 14 turnovers. The Pomeroys had 6 points off of those 14 turnovers. St. Mary of the Woods had 33 turnovers, and Shawnee State had 29 points off of those 33 turnovers. Shawnee State out-rebounds St. Mary of the Woods 38-33. The Bears with 19 assists, the Pomeroys with 7. The Bears with 4 blocks. The Bears with 22 steals, the Pomeroys with 7. And then some scorers. First, for St. Mary of the Woods, Moody. She had 13 points and 2 rebounds. Samara Douglas had 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Abigail Parker had 3 points, a rebound, and an assist. Ryan Owens with 3 points. Nadia Figures, 3 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Jayla Campbell, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Haley Polston, 3 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Confidence Wachuku had 2 points and 7 boards. And then Gios had 1, that is Angie Gasoma had 3 boards and an assist. And then Alini Stone had a rebound, and Aubrey Irvin had 1 rebound as well. For Shawnee State, Lakin Williams, 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Yoshi Ellis, 15 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. Emily Maynard, 9 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Giovanni Belton, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Rakaya Prince, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. TK Catching, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Kyla Dorick, 6 points, 12 rebounds for Kyla. Jaden Tucker, 6 points and 3 assists. Chi-Chi Sanders had 2 points and a rebound. Jariah Steele, 2 points, 1 board, and 1 assist. Savannah Cantrell with 2 points and a rebound. Mackenzie Daubemeyer with 2 points. And then we had Saratina Jackson with an assist, and Lily Mae Walker also with an assist. And we got Coach coming up here. Let me scoot over.
We'll let Coach Burrows get mic'd up here. Let me beam you up, Scotty.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Much needed. Lot special guest for you guys in a second, but go ahead.
A little bit to talk about, Coach. I mean, what do I say? Coach, I don't want to pick on this. It's hard to pick on and getting the seniors over. That's good. We'll get the hard to pick on stuff from there because you got a team that's down. You held them under their scoring average. You held them over their turnovers. I hate to pick. Golly, I hate to pick. You shot 50% in the first half, but golly, it should have been better.
Yeah, third quarter.
There's a lot.
They outscored us in the third quarter, and we talked about that, and they regrouped, but that's part of us still trying to get that complete game in. And maybe we saving it, I'm not sure, but I think they're going to get there. Our defense was a lot better today. They locked in on the defensive end. I think the team didn't score they didn't get a full field goal in the second quarter. Yeah. They had 2 in the first quarter, so we just got to get locked in and continue to play defense like that.
I got to be frank, just the talent difference between them is just too great tonight. And I told Ann, I said there's a stat I used to use when I coached volleyball. ball handling errors. They shot themselves in the foot an awful lot and gave you a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and they're totally rebuilding. They lost their entire team from last year. I mean, they have 1 or 2 kids left from last year that didn't get a lot of playing time. So she's going to work and she's going to get that program where it should be, where it used to be.
Okay. Well, Coach, I don't want to cut on you, but we got a couple seniors, and I want to head to headsets over there and give them some love.
That's right.
So so thank you. We'll talk to you later, Coach. But I don't want to cut you loose. But
all right, we got to do what we got to do.
We got to do what we got to do. And we got headsets going. Johnny with the headsets. We got Yoshi Ellis and Emily Maynard. It's good to finally talk to you guys, even though we got last time we get one more chance to see you. But talk about what today meant to you guys.
I would say just being able to play with my teammates, and just have fun. Like today, I just wanted it all to be about fun. It wasn't just about our day, but just getting to see the talent of my other teammates. I love them, and I love when they play. So it wasn't just about us.
And got to meet your family before the game. Yoshi, great people. And Emily, talk about it. What for you?
I think today was just like a great end to like a good career for both of us. I think it really embodied just like the joy of the game that we both share, that all of us share, and to just share it with our teammates and our families. I mean, it was great to have like this kind of like ending.
Got one more, but like Ann and I were talking. Yoshi had a couple years with it. Emily, you're cutting it short with graduating in 3 years, but we've loved you from the get-go. You both lived get-go. Yoshi, when you got going, there's just nobody in the conference can stay up with you, young lady. Talk about what do you think the keys were today? What was the biggest difference for you out there today?
Well, I would say the only difference for me out there today is just probably just today for me was just trying to perfect my defense in a way. I wasn't really looking for offense. I just want to really make sure that I hone in because we're going to play more competition. This is not the end. It was senior night, but we still got more to go, so let's work on our defense.
We had you on double watch because you didn't get
no. I wanted it.
I don't say that, but that there.
I was trying to get a triple-double with the assist and the rebound.
Yeah, you were out there. That's what you were doing. Emily, it's good to see you get your stroke back. You haven't had that all this year, but because you stroked in your freshman year last year, this year's been a little bit of struggle.
It was a little rocky this year, yeah, for sure. But I think games like this is like great to hone in on defense. It's like one of those games, offense comes no matter what, but honing in on the defense end really helps us in these games, and I think we did it pretty good today. Probably not perfect, but we did okay.
Well, you played Shawnee State defense, and just let's face it, against a team that's a little weaker, that you just harassed the heck out of them. I mean, I just want to say that they got harassed the whole day, and so you forced a lot of turnovers, which they committed 33 turnovers.
Wow. When you do it in a game, you don't really know how many it is, so that's crazy. Wow.
It is crazy. You held them under their scoring average. They're not a big scoring team. They only average 46 a game. You held them under that. They averaged 24 turnovers. You got them 33, and you cashed in on those turnovers. So talk about how this team has developed over the course of the season.
This season alone, I'll say it was definitely really, really rocky from the beginning. But I think that we're all definitely coming together, buying into what's going on here. It's a lot of different personalities, a lot of different talents. Everybody can do different things. So we just been working all year to learn each other as much as we can. I think we're finally getting it a little bit. We got to pick up on the defensive side because Coach, you see Coach yelling at us all the time, but we getting it.
Yeah. I mean, Coach runs a complex system, defense and offense. So we see a lot of transfers and freshmen always struggle coming into this program, but around this time of the year is when we really get to start clicking and we start to see like the results of like our work throughout the year.
Certainly, when he coaches everybody, he recruits everybody. He says you're going to play when you come in because 5 in, 5 out is not. He's not afraid to do that.
No.
Yeah, he's not. Nope.
Not afraid to pull anybody. That's for sure.
Well, it's been great watching you guys play. I'm glad we get a chance to watch you play one more time. But the way I've really enjoyed you the last couple of years, Emily, for 3 years. It's really been a thrill. Yoshi, I told your family I'm just fighting heck with finding one more year of eligibility for you, young lady.
What happened?
I'd like to have one more year of eligibility from you. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my God! Listen. It's been long. I'm old.
Oh, please.
If I can get it, I'm going. If I can't, you guys definitely will see my name somewhere else. I don't think this is definitely not the end for me, but it might just be the end for Shawnee. But I'm gonna carry a Shawnee name. Always a Bear.
Well, Yoshi, Emily, thank you for all the moments. Your career's not over yet, but it's winding down here. But thank you for all the moments you've given us joy, and you've represented Shawnee State well, and we're very, very proud of you, and thank you.
Thank you to y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you to y'all.
You guys always do a great job.
One thing I can say is that when I go over and I watch a lot of the games and stuff like that, you guys do your thing. So I'm just glad. It's my first time being up here. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to meet the celebrities. Thank you so much.
I'll say you make our job easy, and I thank you for that. It's been fun to watch you, but thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That'll wind it up. We're going to hold off, and there's going to be a senior presentation for the men shortly. So we will hold the picture on the gym. Let me go back that and stop looking at me here. Look at this. We'll hold the picture on the gym. Hold tight. We'll have a senior presentation come up in a little bit, and then we'll have a pregame show with Coach Limas at some point there. So hang with us. Men will get started after 3 o'clock. Obviously, we see 20 minutes on the clock before we play, before the men tip it off. So women take it, 82-36. Men coming up. We'll be back in a little bit.